Hi, my name is Laura H. Zaraza, or Laura Z, also known as Goose. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located here in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Some of you come to my site, laurazstamps.com, and you like to see what the demonstrator looks like, my picture's there, and sometimes you'd like to read up the backstory of this demonstrator. And I thought it would be fun if I actually did a video so you could actually get the voice to the hands that you see in my videos and to who I am, and just to tell you a little bit about me. And as you can see, stamping is my business. Welcome to my office. I'm only going to show you part of the view. It's a creative mess right now, as most demonstrators will attest to. Tell you a little bit how I got started in doing this. In 1997, I was a part-time police officer. I had an art degree with a BFA, Graphic Illustration and Design, with an airbrush emphasis from UW Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and didn't do anything with it. Worked security, became a cop, worked part-time in a stamp store locally, and there wasn't much to go anywhere with it. I enjoyed stamping. I enjoyed showing people how to do things with the products they were buying, but it didn't go anywhere. So while one day I would just happen to mention to somebody that, wow, I really love stamping. I love to stamp. And I'd been doing it since 6th grade. And this gal's like, oh, you got to meet my boyfriend's sister. And I'm like, okay, what's up with her? And she said, well, she's a demonstrator up in Michigan. She shows people how to do things with stamps in people's homes. And I said, really? There's a home show that does that. I was used to makeup parties or food parties, basket parties. They weren't for me. Stamping parties, now that sounded really interesting to me. So I contacted Sherry Goldsmith. She was on her way out to go to convention in Las Vegas for the Stampin' Up! Event that was being held there. And she said, let me call you back in a week after I get back. And I said, okay, great. She sent me a catalog and some information to sign up. So I waited for a phone call. I can't remember if I got itchy about it. I think I called, maybe I wasn't sure how long convention lasted. So I think I made some phone calls saying, call me back, call me back. And of course in 97, not too much was with cell phones at that point. So she called me back and said, well, you won't believe it. Stampin' Up! Just went exclusive. And she said, the catalog I sent you, don't even look at it. You got to see the new one, and you should just sign up, because Stampin' Up's, all their products are exclusive. And I said, really, what do you mean by that? She said, all the papers, the inks, the markers, their designs, it's all exclusively Stampin' Up. That was it. I said, sure, why not? I'll sign up. So September 13th, 1997, I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I haven't looked back. It's been a wonderful ride. It's been an amazing journey for me as a demonstrator. During the first 6 years, I earned 5 cruises. And over the time, I've earned cash prizes and such, and recruited a few people here and there, and met amazing people who've been friends, customers as well as hostesses, people I've stayed friends with along the way. And the connections you make are amazing. Of course, Stampin' Up! Product is quality. I worked in a stamp store. I've seen other products. And of course, I do some checking, with my catalog and looking at other places, and still like to look at other things. But it's amazing how the quality just keeps getting better from our company. And I love it. And I think it's a fun thing. So for me, it's been an amazing, fun journey being a demonstrator. And in the beginning, I started out just being a hobby demonstrator because that's all I had time for. As time went on, I decided to stop being a police officer. I didn't want to do it anymore after almost 13 years in law enforcement. And I just have been doing Stampin' Up! Along with our home family business. And for me, it's been everything along the way from just as a hobby to business, and then I backed off a little bit to just hobby again and back to business again. And it's been nice because Stampin' Up! Is there for me no matter which way I decide to go. So that's my story, and it's a continuing story. I don't know how long I'm going to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I just know right now, at 16 years, I love it, and I can't imagine doing anything else. There's nothing else that has given me as much joy as stamping, creating, and bringing fun projects and ideas to friends, family, customers, anybody who wants to see ideas using stamps. And even my daughters stamp. They create, they get a hold of my stamps that you can see in the drawers back here, and I let them loose. And even the husband has been known to create some amazing things using Stampin' Up! Products. So if you think you might like to be a hobby demonstrator or a business-minded demonstrator or somewhere in between, I'd love for you to join my team. My team's the Dairy Best Stampers. And whether you're in Alaska or Maryland or Texas or even down the street from me here in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, I'd love you to join. See if it could be for you. See what you think, give me a holler. But I hope you enjoyed my story, and nice talking with you.